Hello guys, welcome to MTG Explained. Today we're going to be discussing a Mono White Weenie deck. I had already released a video about this deck prior to rotation, but I wanted to give you guys an update on what this deck looks like after rotation. So let's take a look at what we got here. So we lost some key components such as Healer's Hawk and the Marshal, but we got some new additions and we're going to go ahead and see if it has effective or the deck is still playable in this new format. So first off, we still got our 4 of Light's Bounties. We also got our 4 Fairy Guide Mothers, the same. We got 3 Giant Killers. This is a new addition that I added in here to kind of replace some of the cards that we lost. I think it's okay. It gives us the extra ability to remove a creature with power 4 or greater if we need it. But I don't think we need it a lot, so I only put a 3 of. It's probably not the best 1-slot card we have, so we're only running 3 of. But this gives us a little bit different utility. I added 4 Kite Sail Clerics. This card is one of the cards that came out from Zendikar Rising. I think it gives us another flyer kind of to replace the Healer Hawk. So it gives us that evasion so we can get over the top, and it also gives us the extra ability to kick it maybe later game to try to tap some of their blockers so we can get in a little bit more damage. So we're going to see how he goes. So he's going to be a replacement there. He's a new card that we're installing into this deck. We also got 3 Seagate Banneret. And this guy, we're only running 3 of, but again, he's going to be a card that's going to help us potentially later game if we get there. I mean, typically this deck we're trying to win early on, but sometimes, sometimes they get some good defense out there and they drag the game out. So this is going to help us. We can sink some of our mana into it to plus our field. Because we typically try to go wide. So we have a lot of creatures. This guy can try to pump the field. But again, we're trying to win a lot quicker before we get to 5 mana. So I only want to win a 3 of just in case for that late game play. We're also running, again, 4 Selfish Saviors as usual to protect from board wipes and things like that. We're running 4 Speaker of the Heavens, lifelink, Vigilance creature. He's going to help us gain some life and potentially create some 4/4 angels if we get there. So we're going to go ahead and run a 4 of him. Again, we're running 4 Vulnerable Knights, just a 2/1 power creature that we can do a little more damage earlier on in the game. We're running 3 Flanks Tactics. This is just to pump our field up. So again, we're going wide. We're playing a bunch of 1-drops, so we're just going to see if we can pump them and get in for a lot of damage early on. I'm trying to run one of these lands, one of these new model Double-Face card lands in replace of a land. So we're running only 21 lands including this. So we're just going to see if it works. And I don't really want to win a lot of these because we definitely don't want our lands coming in tapped for the most part. But it could help later in game just to get into some of that extra damage. We're running 4 Basri Ket. This is probably the best card in the deck. So we do want to run 4 of him. Definitely going to help us. So we basically go wide and do them 2 minus on him, creating even more tokens. Tap 10 attacking. So again, want 4 of him. I'm running a 1 of Heliod Sun Crown. Don't really want too many of him because we don't want to be drawing multiples. But I think he is useful to have a 1 of. We have a lot of lifelink creatures in here. We have a few anyways. And he can also give lifelink to some of our creatures. So we can start building up our forces by paying 1/1 plus counters on them. So it kind of gives us this different utility. And we're also only playing white creatures. So it does add to his devotion so he can become active as a 5/5 creature. So it does give us a little bit more utility with Helios Sun Crown. And I decided to add 1 Elspeth Sun's Nemesis just to give us a little bit later play. That can also go a little wide. It can create some tokens for us. It can also plus our tokens or our 1/1 creatures to make them a little bit more powerful so we can get in that extra damage. So again, just running a 1 of. Don't really want too many high drop mana costs in this deck. But the prior version of this I only was going up to mana curve of 3. But I do want to try Elspeth Sun's Nemesis just to see how it goes. Again, we're still running 2 Castle Ardenvales and 18 planes here. So that's a 20 lands here, but we're also with the 1 there. So let's go ahead and see how this deck plays in practice. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we got 2 lands, a bunch of 1-drops. Yep. Should be good. Okay, looks like he mulliganed. All right, Forest, Wild Tracker. That's an interesting card. Let's play a Plains. Let's see if we can play a 1-drop. Yeah, that card's not played too much, or at least I don't see it that often. Let's play a Kite Cell Cleric. See if we can get over the top damage here. Definitely don't want to be trading one of our 1/1s for that tracker there. So let's see what we got. Okay. Alright, Stonecoil's Serpent. That's a problem because he got that reach. So definitely a problem for us. Let's see what we got here. Let's hope we get a land. Let's just go Selfish Savior with Seagate Baronet, and let's hope we draw a land so we can potentially play Basri Ket down the line. But we're also looking at just playing Flink's Tactics next turn, potentially. But we'll see what he does here. Hopefully he attacks us. Okay, so he's keeping Stonecurl Serpent back for defense. Makes sense. Coming for 2, definitely not blocking that at all. Alright, Scavenge. Scavenge could be a problem if some of our creatures are dying and start picking up some life. Okay, so there's our third land. Let's play it. I think I don't want to play Basri Ket quite yet. I mean, we're just going to run into a lot of their blockers if we were to attack. So I think what we're going to do is probably play Selfish Savior with Flink's Tactics. And that way, when he blocks one of our creatures, we can sacrifice a Selfish Savior that isn't attacking to give it indestructibility. So let's see what he does. Alright, so he's blocking there. Yeah, so let's Flink's Tactics, the Seagate, Banneret, and see what happens here. I'm going to sack this guy, give him indestructibility. Should be taking 5 here. Yep, see that's the issue. The Scavenge just eats up our guys, gain some life there. So we'll see how this does. We do have enough Flink's Tactics, so ideally we're gonna play Basri Ket next turn, do 2- on him perhaps. And Flink's Tactics are filled when we have like 6 creatures or so. But if he keeps these guys back to block, that could be an issue for us. Okay, so he is coming in with both guys. That's actually really good for us again. Perhaps he's gonna drop some defenders, perhaps. Otherwise, he's gonna be coming in for a lot of damage. Okay, so he's pumping up Scavenging Ooze. Gains another life. And we take some damage here. So we're down to 10, they're at 17. Okay, he passed the turn, so yeah, this is actually really good for us. So we're gonna play Basri Ket. And we're just gonna -2 here. And we're gonna create 6 attackers. I'm sorry, so we're gonna have 6 attackers. Create 3 more attackers for a total of 6. And we also got Flink's Tactic for next turn, so we're actually standing really good right now. It's down to 11. See what he got. Okay, eating our Flink's Tactics. Doesn't give him life, so I'm okay with that. I mean, he gets 3 cards in, we got 2. What the way he's gonna do? He's gonna have to take out Basri Ket. I'm assuming he's gonna want to do that. He's probably also tempted to come in at us full force, but I mean, you guys know that's iffy because we can start pumping our creature to Basri Ket. And we can also leave back guys to block if we have to, but honestly, I think we just win with Flink's Tactic, but he doesn't know we have that, so let's see what he does. He's probably gonna take out Basri Ket. Yeah, he's thinking here. So he's coming in with filled with everybody. Okay.
Fall back.
Great Henge. Okay. I can give him some extra life, so we gotta try to end this quickly. I think we got game on field though. We should have game here. So we got 6 attackers, plus them all by 1 at least, plus 2. It's 12, 13 damage. He can gain 2 with the stone, with the henge, and but that'll be 13. So that should be game. Punch here. And that'll be just enough to finish him off. So, because there's nothing in my grave that he can eat with. Scavenging Ooze to gain 1 more life. So, looks like that should be it. And yep, gains 2 life unless he has something in his hand. And nope, he does not. And that's a game. So yeah, Basri Ket's still good. Still does work. So, you know, that's exactly what we're looking for here. You know, to play some creatures, 3 creatures or so or more. Play Basri Ket and create a white board presence with the tokens that he generates. So that was a good first game. Alright, let's see if we can just go to the next game and see how that one plays. Alright, looks like we got a bad hand here. The land's Aaron tap, so we're gonna go ahead and have to mulligan this. Alright, that's a little better. Let's go ahead and throw away yeah, the Seagate. Let's throw away him. So we had a mulligan here, so let's see how this goes. Okay, Fable Passage. So we drew the 3rd land. That's actually good for Basri Ket. We have our little idea set up. We could play 1/1 drop here and then 2 on the next turn, and then Basri Ket on turn 3. Creating mini tokens if he doesn't have any answers. So not too bad of a hand for mulliganing. So let's see what he gets. Island, okay. Plains. Alright, so he's playing Azorius. I got enough Plains, obviously. Let's see what we got here. So we drew the Fairy Guide Mother, another one. So I think what we're going to do here is drop 1 Fairy Guide Mother. Down has a creature, but let's go ahead and swing him first and get him for 1 damage. Alright, so 1 Fairy Guide Mother down, and then we're going to drop the Giant Killer has the other creature. So now we have 3 creatures, and we're going to keep the other Fairy Guide Mother in hand, so later on we can maybe pump a creature and send it, you know, over the top for additional damage. Alright, so it creates the 0/4 token for defense. Okay, so he's playing Azorius Control, it looks like. Let's see what he does here. Okay, let's play here. If he counters Basri Ket, he counters it. If not, okay, so it doesn't look like he counters it. Basri Ket seems to resolve here. Let's go to minus and create a bunch of tokens. This is gonna be hard for him to deal with. So he gets a lot of creatures coming at him. I'm assuming he's probably gonna try to go for a board wipe next turn, potentially. But again, that's only gonna destroy my creature. I'm still gonna have Basri Ket, and I can try to play some of my other creatures on the field and to start pinning counters on them, which is gonna help me create more threats. Because if we play the board wipe here, he's not gonna be able to get rid of Basri Ket. Okay, he doesn't even have the board wipe, or he doesn't play it. I don't think he has it, and I just use Selfish Savior, so that's gonna help me against the board wipe. So I think what I'm gonna want to do here is probably play Selfish Savior down, so that I will have the have him be able to sack if he has a board wipe, and then I'm probably also gonna play Fairy Guide Mother to pump up one of my dudes. So let's play Selfish Savior. Play him down. Let's play Fairy Guide Mother to pump my Lifelinker. Give him flying to get over the 0/4 wall. And then Basri Ket, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a counter on Fairy Guide Mother just because Fairy Guide Mother got the evasion. So I want that one to be a little bit bigger than the others. And then also, that's probably going to be the creature I'm going to defend with Selfish Savior, make him indestructible if he has a board wipe. So I'm just going to put a counter on him. So I have, if he board wipes, I'll keep a 2/2 flyer. So let's get in for some additional damage here. Omen of the Sun, okay. He's going to create some additional blockers and gain some life. I'm not too worried about it. He's probably going to block some of my guys here, but at least 2 of my guys got the evasion, the ones doing the most damage. So I'm going to block my tokens here, it seems. That's fine. We'll see some damage here. Down to 12, I'm at 25 life. We'll end turn. So again, if he does a board wipe, we'll sacrifice Selfish Savior to save Fairy Guide Mother. So let's see what he does. Fairy Master of Time. Okay. So he doesn't have the board wipe, but the Fairy's going to help him dig to try to find it, probably. So let's see what he does. Teferi's gonna help him draw a card each turn, so. Okay, discarded another Teferi. Well, if he gets the board wipe, I don't want to lose my Basri Ket. So I think what I'm going to do is, my board presence is pretty strong right now. I think I'm just going to plus Basri Ket, put that counter on Fairy Guidemother. If he gets rid of it, sure, I'm going to sack Selfless Saver again. I mean, if he has a board wipe, I'm going to sack Selfless Saver to protect Fairy Guidemother, and then I'll have a 3/2 flyer with Basri Ket still on the field. And I can rebuild the board presence with the cards in my hand. So I think I'm just going to swing here. We're going to come at player. I don't think I'm worried about Teferi at all, really. So let's see what he does. I don't think he has any answers. Only 1 mana open, so probably just going to block one of our guys. Doesn't really matter which one, because they're all doing 1 damage. He's activating Teferi. Let's see what he does. He's going to toss something. Toss to the plains. Okay, so. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be coming in for about 6 damage. I think I'm just going to pass turn here because we don't want to throw more guys just for him to board wipe. We got pretty strong presence, and we're also getting ready to activate, or 2 minus Basri Ket next turn to create a lot more attackers if he doesn't have the board wipe. So he's scrying. See if he puts it on top or bomb. Bids it on bottom, so I think he's probably still searching for that board wipe. He's probably gonna activate the fairy. Yep. Draw a card. He's going to discard a card. See what he does. Discards the plains again. Okay. Okay, he doesn't have the board wipe. He's passing turn. This should be game then, or close to it. I'm gonna do a 2 minus with Basri Ket, and we're gonna see if we can create a lot of attackers and swing in for lethal. So go ahead and move. Yeah, let's play him actually first. Just because in case he has some sort of response or answer, I can sacrifice him to give one of my creatures protection. Let's go in combat. Let's see if he has any responses. If he does something, I can sacrifice, like I said, my lifelinker to give one of my creatures that are attacking, give them protection from certain color. He doesn't do anything, so we're just going to swing in. This should be game. Unless he has some sort of other answer. But we're going to create a lot of attackers here. Yeah, and they're all gonna be attacking player. No point on to going after Teferi at this point. So let's put them all attacking player. Let's see what he does. I mean, looks like it's gonna be game. I mean, he's so low on life. Even if somehow he survives this, it's gonna be very hard for him to survive much longer. Even if he gets the board wipe, because again, protect Fairy Guidemother. Omen of the Sea. Okay, that's gonna give him 2 life. Create 2 more blockers for him. Okay. I don't. Let's see. 3 blockers. Raise and borrow my 3/3. And yeah, so this is why I want. Yeah, so I'm going to sacrifice him and give my 3/2 flyer protection from blue. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to play him down first. But he could have done it in response. He probably should have done it actually before I let him swing. Before I swung, because now I created a token with him. But I mean, regardless, we're going to give him protection. But he probably should have played in response to me casting him. So yeah, I don't think I mean, he's tapped out. This should be game. It should be just enough damage. Should be just 8 damage for, yeah, 8 damage at least. So yep, that's game. Yeah, he should play Brazen Borrower in response to me playing my guy, because then I would have potentially had to sacrifice my other lifelinker. in response, and then I wouldn't have been able to create an additional token. So he may have been able to survive another turn or so, but again, probably wasn't going to be very much longer he was going to survive that game. So anyways, that was a good game. Again, Basri Ket is a beast, and he does some work. All right, so let's go on to our next game. All right, let's see what we got here. Just one land. I'm gonna have to mulligan this. Not the best hand, definitely not the best hand, but I do not want to go down to 5. So I think I'm gonna have to keep this. Keep 6. Let's throw in Flank's Tactics under. And let's see if we can get a Speaker to Heavens down. If we could draw a land, maybe we'll be okay. And he doesn't have too much going on. Because Heliod and the Speaker does well. Okay, that's okay. We can send him over the top here. And let's give him a pump here. Give us a little bit more lifelink. Maybe we can get to the secondary ability of the Speaker and start creating some angels, maybe? He's playing green, though. Alright, so let's see what he got. 2 green down. Scavenging Ooze again. So Scavenging Ooze can be a issue. So let's play land. So we did get the land, so we can play Heliod. But we won't be able to attack because of Scavenging Ooze. So that is an issue, but let's go ahead and play him down anyways. And let's go ahead and pass turn. Maybe we'll draw another land. We could play Elspeth. We'll see. Let's see what we get. See how this goes. Okay, yeah, that guy, there's some talk about him, 33, so let's see if he's as good as people say. Alright, so let's give 2+ here. Flying, and we're playing Fairy Godmother. And we're getting for 3 damage here to bring us to 24 life, and let's put a counter on... Do we want a Speaker or do we want a Godmother? Yeah, let's put on Godmother because Godmother got the evasion, and his guys on the field are kind of big, so Speaker we're going to need several counters to get past some. So let's put on Godmother. Let's see what he got. We gained some life on that. Okay, another Mammoth. So 5/5, swinging for 5, keeping Scavenging Ooze back. And we won't block down. We'll go down to 19. We're gonna... I think we're gonna play a... Let's see. We play a Fairy Godmother down along with our Kitesail Cleric. That should give us 4 devotion. I'm sorry, 5 devotion, which should activate Heliod, and we can start getting in for some Heliod damage. So I think that's probably going to be the best play here, just for we can activate Heliod and be swinging in for 5. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's swing in with a Flyer and Heliod. Keep the Speaker back. Don't want him to die and lose our devotion. See what he does here. He takes it, so he goes down to 7. We're actually doing pretty good here. We have a good amount of life still, and we have Heliod active, so we'll see what he does. Okay, sure. Got some 5/5s. I mean, if he swings in, I mean, we're just not gonna block. We're just gonna take it, and we're gonna. I mean, he's not gonna have blockers, so he's probably gonna have to keep him back. But even then, a lot of our guys are flying in evasion, so yeah. So he is coming in for 10. Doesn't look like that. No, he pulled one back. Okay. So he is coming in for 10. All right. So I'm not gonna block that. I don't want to lose devotion. So we're just gonna take 10. We'll go down 9. Banneret. Alright, let's... Not the best pull, but we're gonna go and play him. And I think with Flank's Tactics, we should have game here. Cause we're gonna attack with 5 people. He's gonna be able to block 2. He can block Heliod. He's gonna block our 2/2 flyer. So then I'm gonna give 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it should be just enough to finish him. So let's go in. For attack. I mean, unless he has something with that 1 mana, but I don't think so. Oh, he's blocking the 1/1. Yeah, he's blocking the 2/2 flyer. Yeah, that should be game. So let's just go ahead and play Flanks Tactics. Pump our priest up, our cleric, and get in for exactly 7 damage. So let's go ahead and do that. Should be game. Unless I got some kind of trick. Alright, that's a game. So yeah, Heliod is actually pretty good. So that one of the reasons why I like playing Heliod in this deck. I mean, he is a 5/5, so when you do get the devotion going, he is a big hitter. So he does do a lot. He does do a lot of damage and starts putting counters on some of my creatures if we have some lifelinkers down like we did there. So definitely a good win there. So yeah, I mean, I think this White Weenie, Mono White Weenie deck, I think it's still playable. Even after the format rotation, we did lose some powerful cards, but we were able to replace them with some other additional 1/1s, and I think it works out pretty well. So I think this deck is still definitely playable. You come at them pretty quickly, you know, try to create that big board presence, and just try to take them out early on. Basri Ket is a key card in this deck. Heliod seems to be doing pretty decent. Didn't get to be able to cast Elspeth. It was just a little too much mana in that last game, so that maybe be something we can cut from the deck. Maybe add in the Heliod. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's pretty decent deck. But yeah, definitely comment below what you guys think. If you guys think there's some additional cards we can add on to this deck to make it a little better, or what your guys' thoughts on this deck. Just comment below and let me know. And I do appreciate you guys watching this video. If you did like it, please like the video. And if you like this content, please subscribe to our channel. And again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.